Hi, we're here today to talk about golfer's elbow, which is when you get pain inside the inside part of your elbow, usually from golfing, just repetitive motion. If you're a golfer that takes big divots and hits the ground hard, that can put a lot of stress to the inside of your elbow. And these are some stretches you can do to help loosen up that elbow area. So we also find that a lot of elbow pathologies are very linked to shoulder muscle imbalances. So you can refer back to shoulder stretching and keep the shoulder loose and keeping the rotator cuff muscles and imbalances muscles strong will relieve stress on that elbow while you play golf. So the first thing you want to do to keep this nice and loose is you want to put your wrist back this way, squeeze back here, and then extend the elbow out, and you should feel a pull over here. This is something you want to hold for 10 to 15 seconds, and then bring it back up. And then do that 3 times. For more of a stretch, you turn it out, and you feel more of a stretch right on the inside of your elbow. If you're a flared up golfer elbow right now, this is going to be sore, but we really need to stretch it in order for it to get better. So you might need to push through a little bit of soreness in order for this to get better.
Golfer's elbow will traditionally be found right here on the point of your elbow too. Right where your funny bone is, you go right up and you feel that point on your elbow. It's called your medial epicondyle. That's why golfer's elbow is called medial epicondylitis. Right? The muscles that are involved with golfer's elbow cause you to turn your hand over and pull your wrist up. So when golfer's elbow is really flared up, you're going to notice in the house, it may even hurt to turn a doorknob. It may hurt to screw in a screw, right? It may hurt to flex your wrist up if you have to grab something and pull it up like a grocery bag or some activity. And the way you can tell is if you come right to that point, right there on that point is where you should have the pain. And so when you wear a strap, now the strap's not as effective in golfer's elbow as tennis elbow, but it's worth a try. You take the strap, you feel the point right here on the inside of your elbow, and you go 2 finger breaths up, right there on the muscle, and you put the strap right around your forearm with the bubble right here on the inside of the forearm.
So it's an inflammation, so getting ice on it after your golf is a great idea sooner than later, so you don't let the inflammation sit in there. And another good stretch to do is put your hands together like this, and then bring the elbows out wide and push down into it, and you should feel a stretch right on the inside of your elbow. Again, holding about 10 to 15 seconds, coming back off the stretch, and then doing it 3 times like that. And then I also will do a lot of shoulder stretching when you're not playing. You might want to talk to a golf pro about how you're gripping. You might be over gripping or under gripping the club, and that might be causing too much stress on the elbow when you make contact with the ball.
The final comment here is golfer's elbow is a little more difficult than tennis elbow. So if you find that you're developing these symptoms and they're even starting to enter your everyday activities around life, I would first recommend you always start with these stretching activities, and you need to do them daily. I would then recommend you get the strap around your forearm, and you very well may only need to wear that during golf if that's your primary source of pain, or you may have to wear it during the day. And finally, if all of that starts to fail, you need to see an orthopedic surgeon to consider an injection in the inside part of your elbow. And much like tennis elbow, here again, I'd recommend only one corticosteroid. In my opinion, I feel serial corticosteroids can cause more harm than good to the tendon.